Okay, peeps, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the YieldMax TSLY and NVDY Payout Delay Update and what's going on with the dividends. So let's get it. The first question I want to ask y'all is, where are the dividends? We kind of expect to get paid when we're supposed to get paid on time. The payment date was supposed to be scheduled for the 16th, and we did not see it on the 16th. But then again, keep in mind, you got to understand that, as I've told you guys before, with M1 Finance, usually there is a day delay. So it doesn't come in like if we were supposed to get paid on the 16th on M1, we're actually not going to get paid till the 17th. That's typically how it works. But yeah, anyways, if we go down here to the payable date, this is the TSLY ETF on the YieldMax website. You guys can see here that the payment date is actually supposed to be the 16th, which was a market trading session. The markets were open on Monday. It is now Wednesday. So basically, we're going to show you guys what's going on with ours. So you can see here our TSLY position currently. We're actually down quite a bit right now. Reason being is because market just had a huge dump. Well, it wasn't huge, but it's large enough to have an effect on these YieldMax ETFs, I would say. So there's that. Now, trying to see here. So if I click on the NVDY position that we have on M1, you guys can see that it's showing that we are actually getting paid dividends. So it is showing, and this would be our first dividend payment from NVDY here on this platform. But if you guys notice, when we go over to the activity tab and I go ahead and click on dividends, you guys can see that there's nothing here from NVDY or TSLY. So basically what happened is I called M1 Finance and I was trying to find out, like, hey, where are the dividends at? I literally called them on the phone, and they basically told me that what they were doing was they were currently migrating from, I believe it was a clearinghouse that they were using outside of their firm to having one inside of their firm, and it was going to take a couple of days, extra days to process for the dividends to come in. And in all honesty, I'm not really seeing it as that big of a deal. That as you guys can see, the last time we got paid was on September 18th. So we have not actually gotten paid for this month yet on this platform. But the reason I say it's not a big deal is because, like I told you guys before, on Webull, the first dividends that we were supposed to get from Clip, we actually did not get until 5 days after the payment date, because again, there was some issues with the middleman or something like that getting the payment date to the platform. So that's what's currently going on with M1. Actually, if we go over here to X, you guys can see that there was, before I get too quick into this, you guys can see we're on the YieldMax ETF's Twitter page or X page. And there was a recent post less than 24 hours ago that basically says, we understand that some YieldMax ETF shareholders have experienced a delay in receiving distributions in their investment accounts. We can confirm that YieldMax has sent out the distributions on time, as it has done every month. Unfortunately, an administrative issue occurred with one of the service providers that processes the distributions between YieldMax and YieldMax ETF shareholders. While this delay is unfortunate and beyond our control, it is our understanding that the issue has been resolved and distributions should be credited to shareholder accounts by the end of the day tomorrow, which is today, basically the 18th. So it sounds like they did their part. Again, it's kind of like, it's a little off and on with these different platforms. I'm going to show you what I mean here. So some of the dividends we did get paid on some of the platforms, and some we have not gotten paid on other platforms. And I'm going to explain how all this is working for us currently. So we showed you guys we haven't gotten paid on M1 yet. The reason being behind it is because they're migrating to basically like an in-house kind of clearinghouse where they clear all their own transactions within their own brokerage firm or whatever the case may be. So as you guys can see here, we're now on the Robinhood account. This is the TSLY Holdings, TSLY. Scroll down, you guys can see that we have actually received our dividends from TSLY, or from the YieldMax TSLY ETF. It's been sitting in our account since the pay date, since the 16th, but it said pending the whole time. So today it has actually cleared. So we have actually received the dividends. We can click on it. You can see dividend payment paid. It says paid on the 16th, but it's been pending since the 16th. It actually got paid today. And if we go over to Webull, you'll see why I say this is kind of really weird, and it's off and on between these platforms. As you guys can see here, on the 16th, which was the payment date for the YieldMax ETFs, we did actually get paid from OARC, the Aptly one, which again, we got paid those on M1 too, so it hasn't really been a big deal. I believe we also got paid those on Robinhood, but I can go back and check. But as you guys can see, the NVDY one popped up pretty much straight away. We did actually get this cleared and deposited into our account on the 16th. So what's going on with M1 is a little bit odd. Some people are saying on our channel that they've received their dividends on M1, so I'm not really sure why we haven't gotten ours yet, but hopefully by the end of the day, today or tomorrow, we're going to get them. Timeliness is very important for people that use dividends to pay bills and retire off of and stuff like that, especially older people. So we definitely want to see these platforms be as punctual as humanly possible. So that's kind of the update for the different brokerages or brokerage accounts that we have. So I did say I was going to go over here and take a look at OARC and Aptly. So let's take a look at that real quick. So we'll click on the OARC tab here. You guys can see the price is down quite a bit. But again, like I said, the stock market's gotten kind of hammered today. You guys can see that we did actually get our dividend from OARC on here. It has processed. It's not saying pending, because if it was not getting paid out yet, or the payment date didn't arrive, it would say pending. Anybody that uses Robinhood as an investment platform would know that this is true. And as you guys can see, also the APLY ones have shown up. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with the dividend payouts right now. The only delay we currently have is basically right here on M1 Finance. That's the one that we're still waiting on. So I'm going to refresh one more time to see if it updates. Still no update. So, I mean, it is what it is. As long as we get paid it, today or tomorrow, not really going to care too much. So the last thing I want to point out to you guys before we close this video down is, as you guys can see here, so we talked about the spot Bitcoin ETF. The crypto market has been getting absolutely walloped lately. And just so you guys know, we haven't done our weekly trades, but we have been picking up some LTCN. As you guys can see here, LTCN has been getting smashed pretty hard. We're kind of just simply holding right now on BCHG, not because we don't want to buy more, but because we think LTCN would have a greater return on investment. So we're piling our money into that first. So what was the other one? You're gonna have to give me just a second, guys. I have like a zillion different stocks and cryptos and stuff I'm watching here. So you guys can see that Riot and Mara, which is two swing trade positions we have been getting absolutely clobbered. So we are actually seriously at this point considering picking some up, because as you guys can see, these things have just been getting absolutely destroyed in terms of share price. From the peak to the bottom was about 56%. Not gonna lie, kind of had a little bit of FOMO up here, but I was like, do I really want to buy here? Nah, I'll wait. And with swing trades, the catch is to try to buy at support and look for confirmation to the upside. Much easier said than done when you see the price just keep ripping to the moon. And for the dividend investors out there, as you guys can see, pretty much all of the high yielding ETFs and stocks have been getting smashed. Triple QY and JPY are getting destroyed pretty hard. BTOs have been getting smashed. USOIs and Zomo, the oil ones, are pretty much the only ones that are up right now. We did actually pick up quite a bit of QQQY this morning. And a lot of these other ETFs, as you guys can see, have been getting pounded pretty good. Tesla's down a lot. Coney's down a lot. ORIC's down a lot. NVIDY's down quite a bit, had a pretty substantial pullback, and CLM and CRF, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe they just had the rights offerings. So that in combination with the market sell-off has kind of caused these two to bleed a little bit. So anyways, with that being said, yeah, this is kind of our current update on the TSLY and NVDY dividends. We'll keep you guys up to date probably in the coming days, and let y'all know what's going on with our positions. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed the content. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.